This is another bit of like pre-show for you, but Abigail, minutes before we record, absolutely destroyed both hemispheres of my brain, right? Because I had made notes on this movie. I had watched this movie, and then Abigail in the chat that we have for planning this episode simply says, it was about 9/11. And I think it has quite powerful things to say if you view it in the context of having been released and made just after 9/11 happened. I had literally, you did the exam nightmare to me where I thought that it was like 3 minutes before the recording and I had watched the wrong film. Like all of you guys had watched the fucking Robert Pattinson rom-com where he like is in the World Trade Center at the end, and I'd watched Spy Kids 3D. A movie which, I'll be honest, it did not occur to me had much to say about 9/11. But
well, we'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I also had a good bit at New Year's where I told everybody that Tom's dad loves when I suck him off.
Now this was that was great.
Tom's dad is really handsome, and he loves it when I suck his dick. And Tom's dad doesn't have a South African accent, but he is from South Africa. So I was saying, oh my God, Demi, that feels so nice. I love when you do that to my penis.
That's an impersonation of my father. Spy Kids 3, produced in the...
Hey, Demi, your mouth is so warm and soft.
It's like when a dog carries an egg.
You know, I'm beginning to see how this is like 9/11.
You
It's the 9/11 of
psycho.
I'm good, actually. I'm really good.
And he confronts him and he goes, because of you, like because of me being Sylvester Stallone voice physically disabled, I can't like walk on the beach with my wife. I can't jerk off. I can't, any number of
missed
things.
his daughter's wedding.
I can't suck myself off. All of these
can't
things.
honk my shit to completion.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
know, you guys must have gotten
my
a different
penis
edit.
to orgasm. No, he said he does.
I don't
say
remember any of this.
all of
I remember it.
no, he says this.
I remember the
he's a
Robo
weird
stuff
South
crystal
African
clear,
accent
but this
the
is
whole
really
time.
strange.
Well,
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
It does have a South African accent.
Jick
That's what I
myself
remember.
off to completion.
I can't touch my penis until it feels so nice that I explode with that wonderful
And then
joke.
credits roll after the climax of the film.
So
That's it. That's the movie. Thank
but
you.
he also goes, but
Yeah.
there's also a positive side. Thanks to you, it's taught me humility, and it's taught me that I can enjoy my wife and I's sex life in other ways. So,
Humility, spirituality. Humility, spirituality, and understanding are the three
absolutely,
things
it's
that he
like
says.
a whole body sensuality. Like I can just,
This is a legitimately extremely touching scene, and we are.
Yeah, it is.
that's
Yeah, my notes say, "Wow, this goes hard," and
it's,
like
it's
he says,
it's actually not like sometimes it sucks to be disabled, but also sometimes there are positives. It's if you like a land of contrast, and he forgives him, and
So nice.
yeah, that's like the end of the conflict because Sylvester Stallone is like, I was in cyber prison for 30 years, and that's all I ever wanted to hear was that I never thought you would ever like be able to say that you forgave me for taking away your ability to crank your penis and balls. To a state.
and this is why it's
Orgasm.
about 9/11.
Okay, listen, we're at the end of the movie. It is now time for us to enter a segment that I like to call Let's Hear Her Out. Abigail Thorn, what the actual fuck are you talking about?
This movie came out in 2003.
True.
When, the US were about to go to war in Iraq, and so were we, and everyone was still kind of fucking reeling from 9/11.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you will remember, if you're old enough, listeners, that there was a lot of media at that time that was like very, very jingoistic and like, we're going to go to war. And there was even a film for girls that had the main character on the front, like giving the peace sign, and the peace symbol was like photoshopped out like that. And like, the Dixie Chicks fucking lost their career for criticizing the war. And like, we were about to go to fucking war. And so the fact that this movie comes along and ends with Ricardo Montalban saying to the bad guy, yeah, you did this terrible thing, and there were like big downsides to it, but also there were like some positives in that. I
9/11
discovered,
taught me to have sex with my wife with my whole body.
Yeah.
It gave me permission to be
and
weird.
the fact that he like forgives him, and we have a film that ends not with like war and conflict, but with forgiveness. I was like, oh shit! Like to release a movie like that in 2003 is actually kind of a fucking bold step, because people forget just how deranged the media landscape was back then.
Are you
So that's why I
suggesting
think this movie's about 9/11.
that Sylvester Stallone here is Saddam Hussein?
No, I'm suggesting he's Bin Laden.
But that's the thing. If it's an Iraq War allegory, then like Sylvester Stallone shouldn't have caused the accident that like necessitated Ricardo Montalban.
9/11 and Iraq War, you know, those things kind of got conflated a lot.
Yeah,
in people's
deliberately
imagination.
as like.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess I can't argue
Spy
with
Kids
this, but
is
like,
primarily like a series of movies about family and forgiveness, because all three of like the previous villains are allies in this movie, right? The villains from the first one are the guy with all the heads, and
Junie's like Goku.
yeah, exactly.
you can't just fucking.
No, he is. Junie's like Goku. He beats a guy in a fight, and then they become his friend.
He's also like Jesus, in the sense
He's much akin to Jesus and Master Chief and Goku.
And Popeye.
Yeah.
I'm going to end the podcast and then kill myself. This has been
No, you aren't.
Not yet.
Well, now that Abigail has said that, I don't want to go into my Spy Kids 3 is about the Troubles. But, but yeah, that's fine. No, your theory's great. Thanks.
You actually think it's about the
Wow.
first Gulf War?
Jesus.
You know, I mean, the thing is, the toy maker represents the Kurds. This has been Kill James Bond.